Okay, today I'm going to cover warming up the hip complex and also some glute activation. Your gluteal muscles are very, very powerful for extending your legs. So I'm going to show you a couple things you can do to get your glutes to fire up the right way, as well as your internal external rotators for your hip. So first thing we can do with hips is called dog legs or fire hydrants. So what you're going to do is just lift your knee up and back. Form them on each leg. Another thing you can do is leg circles. So you're going to take your knee and draw a circle with your knee. You can go forwards, backwards, either way. Be sure to do them on both sides. A couple things you can do for glute activation. One is hip flexor stretch. So the proper way to stretch your hip flexor, get your knee out in front. You're going to have your hip just right in front of your knee. You're going to rotate your hips, tuck them under, fire your glute, and then you're going to feel that hip flexor stretch. So you stretch that out, relax, get that hip flexor stretched, rotate the hip, fire the glute, and depending on how tight your hip flexors are will depend on how much glute activation you have. With really tight hip flexors, we'll deactivate the glutes. Okay, stretch out both sides of your hip flexors. Once you're done with that, you can do some glute bridge. Feet together, and you're going to raise your hips, squeeze the glutes at the top. If that's too simple, you can do a single leg, drive up and squeeze. From the side, leg up, drive up, squeeze that glute. You may feel a little bit of your hamstring fire up too. All these things are really, really important to do for squatters, Olympic lifters, anything where you're going to be moving at the hips. Great for lunging, things like that. So spend a few minutes, get warmed up. You know, your hips will thank you in the long run.